I'm so excited. Sitting up here, Kid Magic Rock. Shouts out. Here we go. Drink your water. Come on, drink your water, but first, take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Drink. Or should I say, breathe, then drink. Take a breath. Now, grab your glass for some water. Grab your glass. Lift your pitcher of that water. Or a bottle. Get that pitcher of that water. Simply pour some water. Drink. Or should I say, lift, pour, then drink. Now move your body and drink some water. Move your body. Move your body and drink some water. Move your body. Move your body and drink some water. Bam. Just move your body. Drink. Or should I say, move, then drink. Move your body. Move your body. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors, fam. Just raise your glass. Drink. Or should I say, raise, toast, then drink. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Lift and pour yourself some water. Pour. Move your body, drink some water. Move it. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Breathe, lift, move, toast. But remember to stay healthy. Remember the four pillars. Breathe, drink, eat, move. Drink half your weight in ounces. Eat a culturally appropriate diet. Behave. Take your breath. Come on. Lift and pour. You can do it. Move your body. Come on. Toast your ancestors. Drink up. Come on, drink it. Come on. You can do it. Come on, drink it. Lift and drink it. Come on. Drink that healthy air. Drink. Drink your water. Take your breath. Lift and pour. Lift it. Move your body. Come on. Toast your ancestors. Drink. Drink your water. Drink. Come on. Drink your water. Take your breath. Lift and pour. Come on, lift and pour. Move your body. Move. Toast your ancestors. Drink. What? Drink your water. Drink. Drink your water. 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 Drink it. Drink your water. Oh man, family, it's so good to be here standing with you in the congregation of the mighty, in the home of the stubborn minority. Let me get my stubborn look. In the place where your hustle builds muscle. This is Gye-Nyame Journey Media. Thank you, Anime. I am your host, Brother Hatim, and of course you know this is a Heart of a Simple production all day, every day. But we strive to build up your old paradigm. Oh no, to blow up your old paradigm. Oh, family. We have entered the last week. Gye-Nyame calendar. What is it? Y'all know what I'm saying. This is week 7. We are dab in Kwanzaa season, family. So got my little. I gotta go get some candles with Kanara. I'm gonna go get some candles. I gotta remember that. Put that on the list. Okay, Google. Remind me to go get some candles for Kwanzaa coming up. All right. So let's get to tomorrow afternoon at 5 p.m. All right. Okay. Thank you, Google. All right. So that's spooky, right? Anyway, so now we are here for the Daily Toast Ritual. I know y'all said, Brother Hatim, we seen you in that yesterday. Well, color is red. We are in the week of Imani. Imani will be my guiding principle. So moving strongly into Imani. I want to give the Imani babies a round of applause because it's your week. And we also want to lift up the Moja babies, because the Moja babies this is the day that we do Daily Toast Ritual. Give it up for them. So I keep track of all these days. We have put together a Gye-Nyame calendar. It's available. But anyway, so let's go and get to this toast, because y'all know how we get down here. Once again, I am sipping on some of that ambrosia water. And ambrosia water, the water of the gods, the food of the gods. And make sure that you have your health drink. Make sure that you keep yourself healthy. Get your health regimens together. Those that want more information on some of the stuff I'm doing, I'm sending out emails to my email list to let people know the stuff that I'm doing. Links that'll take you straight to stuff that I'm using. I'm trying to find the best quality stuff for us able to move forward. Also, get into doing some of that growing of some of that stuff myself. So, but you get information from us, as well as you can correspond with us when you go to freegnjecourse.com. Not only do you get the e-course, you get on the email list, and then on top of that, you are able to communicate with us. Let us know about events that you want us to put on our email, or things that you want me to mention when I do the Daily Toast. And then also, if you want to put people on the health and wellness list, right, that you want us to lift up, we could do that, right? So just go to freegnjecourse.com, sign up. Also remember that during this week, we will be streaming a lot of our content on gnj.media. You can catch it from 7 a.m. That's for some of you late nighters. Might not have nothing else to do, and you sitting around, you want to watch, go and do that. I have no problem with that. It's gnj.media. Go and check it out. But now let's get into the first off, giving honor to the creator by whatever name you choose. Call it creator. We lift up that creator, and we say, want to be conscious of creator being in the room with us. Anime, can I get some music, baby? Thank you. Get our soundtrack. So we lift up our creator, or whatever name you choose, call it creator. Want to lift up that first chorus. Lift it up. And we say, Ashe. From there, we're going to get into our list of our ancestors. We lift up our ancestors. We celebrate them. We uplift them. We remember them. We use that energy to move into a better life. We use the lessons that they left us, move on, and create a better life, not only for ourselves, but for our future generations. So, here we go. Got my glasses today. We're going to start. Miles Brown, Ms. Ann, Robert Texas, Andy Davis, Aaron Brown, Senior, Rosalie, Tilly, Georgia, William, Walter, Christopher, Fanny, Gatson, Aunt Lee, and Uncle Chris, I'm Fiend, Cleveland and Geneva Brown, Margaret Ellis, Wash Ellis, Cecil Ellis, Alvaro Brown, Gina Gaines, Herman Brown II, Barbara Twiggs, Herman Brown II, Barbara Twiggs, Wash Ellis Jr., Katie Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Jamon Jones, Jeremiah Tappan, John Fallar, Montague Pittman L, Nomo X, Pat Ma, Rob Malik McCord, Dr. Marianne Williams, Kojo Kamal, Elder Farmer, Elder Millie Dix, Tony Clark, Pastor Yusuf Weston, Elder Ajidi, Elder Ron Coleman, Elder Robert Donaldson, Alfred Brofro, Hector Jr., J. Edwards, Carlisle Harris, Grace Lundy, Inez Harris, William Bill Moss, Phyllis Rose, Sterling and Lucy Wright, Derek L. Pullen, Luxor Brother, Miss Eda Brooks Crawley, Miss Marie Nelson, Mr. Frederick Crawley Sr., Miss Jerry Brunson, Mr. Lonzo Johnson, Miss Marie McDowell, Janet Foster, Charles Jordan, Kel Smith, Walter Smith, Richard Triggs, Francis Johnson, Mary Franklin, Jimmy Williams, Daniel Ford, George Gibson, Nana Loretta Clark, Inez McCrae, Fritz Clark, Frankie Justice, Katie Justice, Derek Rinneman, Virginia Rogers, Reverend Jane Smith, Lois Henderson, Kevin Spratling, Mary Elizabeth Walker, Raymond Walker Sr., Sarah Jane Carter, Michael Ford Jr., Kellen D. Russ, Susie B. Smith, Teresa Clay, Melvin Dale Hodge Jr., Herman Copeland, Mildred Copeland, Jenny Clay, Bird Beatty, said well, Levita Farmer, Agosto Sue, Cheryl Harvey, Aunt Charmaine, Aunt Evelyn, Theodis Hasbury, Harvey Hasbury Sr., Leonard Dickinson, T.C. Islam, Terrell Dunbar, Will Thomas said Barry, Mark Walsh, Merle B. Thornton, Pearl G. Thornton, Nada Johnson, Florence M. Carter, Joanne Thornton, Erica Tricia Lewis, Juanita Wright, Robert Wright, George Wright, Mary, Eliza Frederick Davis, Mary Elizabeth Rogers, May Esther, Keisha Reese, Linda Watson Hammond, Gerald Giles Watson, Sparrow, Slimmy, Seven Lewis, Andrew Holmes, Percy Moore, Andrew Holmes, Pearl Moore, Percy Moore Jr., Mildred Owens, Booker T. Bowden, Charlie Hunt, Sammy Stover, Heather Pearson, Sturgeon Thornton, Richard Thornton, Lavina Hall, Freeman Bankster, Mae Moss, Peter Peacock, Willie Thornton, Napoleon Kennedy, Mark Ramsey, Paul Ramsey, Matt Ramsey, David Ramsey, Charles E. Thornton, Frankie Quills, Urania Thornton, Bernice Quills, Ernestine Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Warren, Leon Johnson, Charles Bell, Vivian Ramsey, S.E. Johnson, Debbie Johnson, Leon Johnson, James W. West Sr., James Parham, Dana Jones, Henry World, James Farmer, Major Bez, Leon Grace, Bessie Johnson, Haley Bester, Mae Moreland, Paul Moreland, Elder Caleb, Rosemary Martinera, Dalmatette Wellman, Fred Douglas Triggs Sr., Thelma Triggs, Thomas and Lula Berry, Lacey Eleanor Howe, Frankie Russell and Dave, Fred Douglas Triggs II, Bina Triggs, Reverend Eddie Moore, Helen Fuller, Eugene Jackson Sr., Richard Ellis, Silas Alexander, Charles Maxwell, Percy May Alexander, Arthur Reynolds, Stanley Lockhart, Ricky Lockhart, William Lockhart, Woodrow Lockhart, Brenda Porter, Deacon Hargrove, Carlos Sawyer, Andrew Parker, Doris Donald, Ellis Murphy, D'Amico Russell, Imani Ayers, Gina Roops Jones, Jana Callahan. Woo, that's the first half. Well, that's the first part of the list. Family. Part of the reason we stopped doing this as well was, I ain't gonna say stop doing it on a daily basis, but you need to be celebrating your ancestors on a daily basis. So I want you to start saying your ancestors' names on the other days of the week. We'll take care of it for you here at the top of the week for you at Gye-Nyame Journey, but we need you to get busy and start saying your ancestors' names on a daily basis. We got William Walter West, Nigel Paris, Elder Basiki Fulani, Jim Robinson, Gladys Johnson, Valerie Clark, John and Mary Sullivan, Dirk Johnson, Antonio Johnson, Elise Waters, DeFriedis Hines, Anders Bostic, Anna Bostic, Winifred Scatterberry, Wilson Haley, Emma Hine, Phyllis Lee, Eugene Spratling, Kevin Spratling, Charles Wooden, Penny Brown, Roy Lee Printup Jr., William Johnson, Wilbur Longmire, Edith Cadney, Janice Carter, Mike Carter, Leon Pina Carter, Mark Carter, William Carter, Lisa Jordan, Charles Lee Mosley, Dorothy R. Blair, Ransom Evans Sr., Sam Evans Sr., Nathan Blair Sr., Edward Stevens, Sue Ann Stevens, Joe Davis, Timothy Butler, Gene Holmes, Dana Jones, Peter Charles, Christy Nichols, Cardinal Robinson, Rosemary Charles, Ada Pearl, Bob Ingalls, Jack Wallace, Warren M. Finch, Warren P. Finch, Tim Ingalls, Audrey Finch, William Billingsley Jr., Jennifer Sensabaugh, Hazel Gasson, Jerry Brownlee, Brian Watson Jr., Kaniko Parsons, Jason Kathy Bradford, Thomas Bradley, also known as Uncle Buki, also known as Gypsy. Got Reverend Roosevelt Word the First, Stacey Trice, Frank Smith, Mother Bertha, Michael Leonard, Dave Brown, Ruth Carter, June Cox, Ruth Cox, Paula Cox, Ronald Urban, Judy Hubbard, Irene Johnson, Prince Bruce Jefferson, Dan Wilkinson Sr., and McClendon, Jerry Doyle, Amina Robinson, Mary Nichols, Patricia Williams, Shabaka Teray, Greg G2 Gibson, Donna Hill, Richard Gleavers, Lee Irby, Tommy Irby, Boy Irby, Jim Gaucher, George and Hallie Johnson, Archie and Margaret Armstead, Don Scott, Erica Armstrong, Claire Fox, Gene Evans, Archie Beck, Andy McGill, Charles McDaniel, Christine Cottrell, Aunt Becca, Alice Arnold, Arthur Arnold, Hattie Reed, Charles Reed, Eula and Andrew Baker, Patricia and Edwin Brooks, Quillen and Bob Hatch, Kimball Vernon, Bradley Kim, Janie Harriet McKay, Spencer Sturgeon, Sally Mae Baker, Ethel Baker, Creola Baker, Geneva Baker, Aaron Nino Baby Hatch, at Senior, Melly Miller, Housie Hatch, Dad Cleaner, Mother Gibson, Axe Nixon, John Bowie, Lester and Rachel Saunders, Dorita Ross, Riola Ross, Robert Nelson, Francis Stevenson, Leroy Stokes, Nellie Johnson, Fletcher Swan, Manny and Charlie Scott, Ida Casey, Thomas Cooper, Vivian Stevenson, Mona Ann Lewis, Cornetta Lyman Lewis, John Jackson, William Dallas Lewis, Mary Francis, Japel Jackson, Michael Slade, Joanne Perkins, Richard Jackson, Martha Ford Dawson, Big Mama, Nanny Harris, Eva Ford, James Harrison, Margaret Towns, Mary Williams, Leroy Q. Heap Sr., Albert Moore, Miss Vanilla, Alice Motley, Joe Dean Elizabeth, Douglas Thompson, Erton Houston, Lud Alls, Elijah All, Jerome Alls, West Staten, Joe Jamel Alls, Ann Pierce, Donna Carter, Lily Green, Nathan Green, Beth Vaughn, John Dewey, Ruth Beard, Tim Butler, Ramey Laura Newton, J.B. Poggy, Thomas Newton Sr., Baba Naeem, Jeanette Sanders, Jerry C. Sanders, Roy Pruitt, A.J. Brantley Sr., Henry Wilson, Rupert Jenkins, Minnie Wilson, Captain Sanders, Muriel Ellis, Elizabeth Sanders, Henrietta Irby, Mildred Armstead, Margaret Armstead, Captain Anthony, Ruben Brown, Charles Walker Sr., Charlie Walker, Cecil Russell, Diane Urban, Hiram Phillips, William Ford, Margaret Logan, Phyllis Barnett, Lee Urban Sr., Michael Urban, Ozella Watson, Hugo Watson, John Caldwell Sr., Robbie Lee Caldwell, Nevada Mitchell, Ron McCormick Sr., Sabrina Easy, Rashawn Easy, Javed McCormick, Robert Ann Reed, Dorothy Ann Reed, John Reed, Shekamaha Reed Jr., John Reed Jr., Patricia Reed, Edward R. Benson Sr., Ethel H. McNair, Louis Fernandez, Jacqueline Broadus, Reginald Aubrey, Benjamin Coper, George Swan, Imani Grayson, lost my, Imani Grayson, there we go. Charles Scott, Charles A. Scott, Michael Morgan, Charlie Morgan, Sybil Edwards McNabb, Andy Ferguson, William Ferguson, Shelby McClendon. We also have, coming out of our black book, we got Joella Giles, James Carswell, Liberta Adams, lovingly known as Aunt Sis. We got Elder Shaka McNair, Anthony Brown, Jonathan Poor, Lottie Gaucher, Cousin Tony, Michael Johnson, James Jimmy Johnson, Barbara Shang Lewis, Ronald Sheldon Jr., Damien Talbot, Stina Banks, Joseph Bingham, Quincy, Mama, Aunt Lady, Abraham Isaac Cundiff, Aunt Barbara Lewis, Renee Johnson, Joy, Ryan Ross Riggins, Jamonte Marcus Price, Ness Words, Marshawn McHale, Demetrius Beard, Herb Jefferson, Rob Mickens, Eric Walker, Quay Sample, Kenny Simmons, Severin Clayton. We got Leonard Jones, Sade Garner, Mel Scott Sr., the Clarence Lunkin, Elizabeth Johnson. We got Mr. Thornton, Johanna, Sandra Lynette Lewis, Henderson Mosley, Charles Jordan, Henry Essex II. We got Fannie Ed Webb, Dan Walter, Dalauti Sue Walter, Emma Walter, James Randolph Giles, Sonny, Pete Walton, William Walter, Fred Powers, Elijah Juan Hakeem and Coma, Alberta T. Davis, Charles Davis. We got Willie R. Mackey, also known as Dr. Creamy Mackey. Got Victor Bowden, Drusilla Kitty Berger, Lucy White, Robert Lee White, Emma Jean White, Towton, Roger White, R.L. White, Jesse White, Ruby Jewel White, Johnson Carl White, Jesse Woods, T.L.R. Woods, Liz Jim Woods, Lizzie Woods, Juanita Alexander Brown, Cynthia Ann Wright, Richard Dorsey, Andy Simpson, Jamal Simpson, Virginia Hopkins, Joseph Simpson, Eddie Dorsey, Eleanor Hopkins, Edward Webster, Alice Webster, Ivy Webster, Arnella Willis, Ethel Lane, Simon Damon, Ethel Marshall. Got Steve, Dougie Shelton, William Bill Walker, Carl Rico Johnson, Kim Gray, Stuart A. Johnson, Edward Young III, Isaac Jackson Sr., Priscilla Merle, Wayne Young, Christina Young, Thomas Young, Frank Merle, Charles A. Young. We got Sylvester Foster, James and Lizzie Winston, Abe and Julia Lawrence, Ozell Leathers Sr., Gladys Coper, Ozell Leathers Jr., Geneva Jackson, R.J. Lacey, also known Tooth, the Don. We got Saban Winston, Chris Kinney. We got Margaret Minter. We got Margaret Minter. We got Mary Smith, Juanette Florence Smith Gibbs, Carl William Duncan Jr., Jenny Callahan, Danny Hill, Miko D. Nice Hill, Andre Martin, Mabel Williams, Terry Brown, Tristan Biddle, Lavonna Kincaid, Carla Sawyer, Reverend Jesse Porter, Deacon Ezekiel Dennis, Brenda Porter, Craig Lee Jones, Granny Beulah, Papa Al Reese and Inez Smith, George Gamble Sr., Joseph Gale, LaShonda Jamar, Leroy Riley, Mona, Yolanda Hunter, Yvonne Patrice Turner. Got Herman Reeves, Amanda Reeves, Josh Reeves, Lena Kate, Pam Johnson, Viren Reeves Fisher, Jerry Jocelyn McCallop, also known as Mama Moon, Sheila Anley, Panchita Alba, Donna Brooks, Barbara Moses, Ida Spate, and Eric Branson, Eric Winston, Dan Brethren, Francisco Matisse, also known as Sunday. We got Charles Stevenson Jr., King Pleasant, Sarah Keat, Nina Shepard, Brett L. Woodland, Mabel Haskins, Wilbur Shepard, Dennis Jackson, William Haskins, Geraldine Jackson, Henry Jackson Sr., Edward Jones. We got Leslie Travis, Charlize Barnes, DeJuan Lewis Taylor, Madeline Yates, June Dandridge, Daisy Wilfork, Frederick Smith, James and Amanda Baldwin, Linda Williams, Sally Williams, Vivian Stevenson, Irene Harris, Callie Williams, Abu Scales, Pat Williams, Mrs. Bertha Walker, Tony Ogletree, Grandma Marguerite, Tracy Emery, Hassan Abdur Razak, Vivian Johnson, B.J. Jones, Avishel Roboletto Monterosa, Chet Word, Mama Rahani, Devray Michelle Nash, Joseph Lane Miller III, Renoko Rashidi, Bobby Battle, Fred Gasson, Tracy Gasson, Adora Gibson, Elder Simba, Brother Bashir, Tommy Hustle, also known as Tommy the Barber. Woo. We got Elder Phil Haynes, Arminta Bradley, Aunt Carol Walker Welsh, Terry Ann Brooks, Jeremiah Williams, Tony Smith, Antoinette Pinson, Juanita Mosley, Michelle Simons, Irene Johnson, Aunt Pauline, Nanny Baker, Ian Dabney, Quincy Yelder, Josiah Miller, Brother David Moore. We got Lisa Smith, Willie Thomas, Neva Fitzgerald, Odessa Bell, Mary Lou Rosello. We got Yay Motley, Yay Motley. Family, we lift up our glass and we salute all of those ancestors that we had the pleasure of toasting on this magnificent week of Imani. Let's lift them up, and you lift them up at home and join us on a daily basis at 5:45 a.m. where we do this. Ashe. Anime, can I get it? From there, we're going to move. From there, we're going to move to the present moment. Family, the present moment is all we have. We lift up ourselves in this present moment. We lift up ourselves several times during this toast, but I want you to understand the importance of the moment. It is important that you strive to use this moment in a constructive fashion so that you could build a better future for yourself and thereby building a better future for our children. So we lift up our glass and we salute this now. We lift up this now, which is ours, and we take charge of it, and we pledge to do our best with it, to extend it, and we say Ashe. Now, family, we move. We move to the future. We toast our children, our children's children, on to infinity, and say Ashe. From there, we lift up our special causes. If you have any special causes, go and lift them up. And we toast and we say, Ashe, Ashe. From there, we're going to move to our healing and wellness list. And we send an energy out today to the Eubanks family still. We sending out energy to Elder Atiba. We're sending energy out to Elder Debbie Bowie and her husband, Elder Bowie. We also send out energy to Quasi Lowe still, and we sending out energy to Jim McGee. Now, I already told you how to get your people on the list. We're lifting up our glass, and we saying, Ashe. Sending out that balanced healing energy. From there, family, we move to that selfish toast. This is for you, family. What is it that you need right now in this moment to move towards your greatness? Come on now, what's holding you back? What is it that you need out the way or in your way to move you to your greatness? Because the better you become, the better we become. We lift up our glass and we say, Ashe. From there, we move to that selfish toast. Once again, I'm back to you. I'm lifting you up because if your glass is not full, how can you help others? Your glass is empty. I ain't even gonna say full. If your glass is empty, how can you help others? So I want you to take some time right now and reflect on you, right? Reflect on you. Lifting up the glass. And we say, Ashe. Now, we're gonna move to our tribe. My tribe is Gye-Nyame. What's your tribe? You can see it all on my shirt. Gye-Nyame. Got our little symbol, our little phoenix up in there, and we lifting up our glass. I'm lifting it up to all the tribes. Who your tribe? Lift it up. Come on now, say it out loud. Don't be shy, say it out loud. Ashe. And I want to toast the most magnificent, most beautiful, most uplifting, wisest, and the bravest individual whom I want to lift up my glass once again. I toast you, and I thank you for joining us, and our ancestors will smile upon you, right? Keep the rituals, family. Build the tradition. Keep and build upon the tradition. And this is Gye-Nyame's and Brother Hatim addition to the culture, right? To the tradition. We're lifting up our glass, and we say, Ashe. We started with the Creator, we end with the Creator, and we say, Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Family, we have done it again. Welcome to the week of Imani. Go and drink up your health drink with me. Yeah. Frozen water is pretty good. And it's good for the belly. Get in my belly. Get in my belly. All right. Family, this is Brother Hatim, and thank you for joining us for the toast. And we are out.